LCD, and it does have a little input delay, but I actually specifically request that you play with that because of the fact that the final trick in a game, we basically do a walk out of bounds, and it's like, I think it's a 2 or 3 pixel window. But on my record attempt, what you have to do is you don't like actually use the setup. You hold right, and then you have to, in a 1-frame window, switch to a up angle, and then to up left angle on another frame, which is really difficult to do because changing analog stick angles frame perfectly is very difficult. So I won't do that on this one. And because I want to use the setup doesn't really work if you do not have, so you can't see like basically like the corners of the game picture. So, but yeah, in general, how the mechanics work is every 10 HP, you can basically drain the HP on them for every 10 HP, and then they kind of start going around, and you kind of have to try and go in the opposite corner. But if you tap the analog stick in the opposite direction they're going, every 10 HP, you'll drain them really fast. And also what I'm doing is I'm playing on the Game Plus mode of this game, which is called Hidden Mansion. And that allows my vacuum to have 1.5 power. And I kind of just remembering where they spawn so I can push them into each other. So I can do a lot of doubles.
Bad key RNG.
Yeah, for some reason, like, when keys kind of drop like that in the overworld, there's like a 3-second delay or whatever until you can actually pick it up. So you can just stand there waiting until you hear the game actually making a noise of the key being interactive.
Yeah, it just looked like you were getting trolled.
Yeah. And if you wonder, I'm playing on the Japanese version of the game. Japanese text is a lot faster. The glitches are basically the same for this category. There's a few glitches with text skips that are different in the any % no out of bounds category of this game. But for out of bounds, just text. It's kind of the same for area 1. It's actually 1 second faster to be in English. Although on King Boo, which is the final boss, the text he has, for some reason, it's like 5 seconds faster in Japanese. So if you want to save the frames, you go Japanese. So that was the first portrait ghost in the game. There's like 40 portrait ghosts in the game. I think it's like 41 or something like that in total. And this first area section is kind of like, it's a mom, a dad, and a baby, and the baby's the area boss. And what's specific about the portrait ghosts is they drop pearls, which make a huge difference in 100% category of this game. Although for the 90% category, since money isn't necessary, we can just suck them up like normal ghosts. So there's nothing special about them, really. Especially not in Area 1. So coming up is Baby Rage.
How does it feel to break people's childhood?
He's pretty good, man.
Like, what? How do you beat this game in less than 20 minutes?
Yeah, hopefully, I've only once in a marathon been able to do sub 10. That would be sick if I could, but I really doubt it because I haven't done any practice, really. I did a lot of practice for that run, and I got it.
Marathon luck always exists.
Hopefully.
Baby rages. Oh yeah, we got chat there, but I can't read it. So do most people play on the Wii for this game?
Yeah, it's more of convenience. This is on a couple of GameCube games, actually, it is fast loading time on the Wii version of the game. And that is purely because like the reader inside of it is a little bit better than the GameCube version. But for this game, because loading zones is pretty obsolete, I guess you can say, just playing whatever version you like on GameCube or Wii.
Even
but
emulator?
Emulator is banned. So right here I did a grab, by the way, to pick it up in midair. Normally it's supposed to bounce all the way back and then forward. But if you stand in a very precise position and then I walk kind of in the same direction as the ball goes, I can pick it up while it's going around. And then I can kind of just hang out with the baby here. The second one is a little different. For some reason, you can't actually pick it up while it's going backwards. It has to hit something until it's interactable. So what I'll do is I'll do something, so I'll get hit right here. And now I'll knock the wall, and for some reason, game basically has like invisibility frames, but if you're in an animation such as bonking a wall, it pauses that timer, so it hits me, but because I'm in the invisibility frames, it will just get put in place, and then I can simply just grab it really fast. So right there, I get behind the chest before it spawns, and then I bonk on the wall to clip out of bounds. And then I'm kind of walking on the top of the floor of floor 1, and it's kind of weird. I have the collision of floor 2, but I have floor 1 loaded. And I'm going to walk around here very specifically to avoid getting scared by ghosts. And right here, I'm going to do something called a skew, which angles Luigi so I can get over an invisible wall that's in floor 2, which you can't normally see because you can only see floor 1. I'll be bonking here to get a straight angle, and I'll do another skew. That might not. Ooh. I'm gonna focus right now and then explain this later because this is very precise.
And while he's doing that, let me just remind you guys that we are currently fundraising to improve.
Yes! Alright,
Nice.
let's go. That is really difficult. Alright. Oh wow, I can actually sub 10. Let's go.
So we're currently fundraising to improve ESA. You can find a link to donate just
good.
below the stream in the bio. And your donation will be read live on stream by us. And all donations are appreciated, big or small. Thank you guys.
Yeah. So what is right there? So basically, if a bat hits you from underneath Luigi, which normally wouldn't happen in normal gameplay, Luigi kind of doesn't know what to do, I guess you can say, and he kind of gets a weird angle. And if it hits you with a specific, from a specific direction underneath him, and then I hold C down, he will get this weird angle for kind of bouncing away from the bat. But if I stop holding C down on a specific frame, I will keep the angle, so I can squeeze over that wall. And then I do it again, but I do it more precisely with a vacuum on the second one. And I also buffer that because it's a lot difficult. Then I get a straight angle, I go inside of the corner, and I kind of hold in between up and upright, and I basically press A, and then one frame later I go into first person camera. And then on the out of bounds walk, it's basically how the game works is if Luigi doesn't have any floor, he's considered falling. And if you go too far to the right, since this is the lowest floor, it's the basement, he will constantly fall, which ends in a soft lock. So it's a very small line you can walk out of bounds on, because if you're too much to the left, there is the cutscene trigger for King Boo, saying you don't have 40 boosts. And if I'm too much to the right, I'll soft lock. So it's very precise. That goes to 2 cycle.
Sub 10, no.
I can't even see what the timer is on right now.
It's 8 minutes, I think.
Is
Yeah.
he just hitting 9?
I
Or
think, is it 8 or 9? I can't see it.
It's 9.
alright, I might be able to get this close. So I failed a 2 cycle right here, so I'm gonna get it down to 200 HP, because otherwise he does a longer animation. But anyways, on that out of watch walk then, when I get into the King Boo's chamber, I'm basically just gonna defeat the boss, and that's game. So
It's like, hey look, it's Luigi Mansion. Oh wait, it's already over.
yeah.
You blink, guys. Oh, nice. Sub 10?
Alright, sub 10. I'm really happy with that. That's a really good time. I haven't played this game like 4 or 5 months, so marathon luck.
Where would that be on the leaderboard?
I think this would be like 5th or 6th
You know,
place.
there's
I
a-
haven't checked it a lot. The current world record is like, I think it's 8. It's 840-ish.
Don't you have it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me look it up real quick.
You know, there's a guy right next to you. I think he made speedrun.com. The hero.
Shout out to speedrun.com.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's any percent right there. That's no out of bounds. Yeah, this would still be, what would that be? That would be like 10th on the leaderboards. Yeah, 10th
Such
on
a
the
short
leaderboards.
category. That's pretty
Nice.
good.
So that's pretty good though.
And you messed up the 2
Yeah.
cycle. So.
Yeah, the current record is 844 by me.
Is that just like full YOLO? You just
Yeah,
go
on
for it.
yeah
everything.
on the record strats, you can actually do the setups in the basement. So that's when I was basically, you go to the right, and I don't do the lineup I did.